Hey, what's up, Big John, aka Operation iDroid here, and welcome to my live reaction of Assassination Classroom Chapter 166. If you'd like to read this chapter with me, then you can click on the card right here or follow the link in the description below, and we can read this chapter together at the exact same time by following this little overlay right here, and pretend like you're sitting right next to me and we're reading this chapter together. With that being said, I'm already on page 1 and it's a pretty impressive chapter page, dude. Um, it has literally every single student from class 3E in a classic like school photo. Like it's so like, I don't know, cliche. And you can see here it literally says everyone from class 3E together, but it's weird how it says like everyone question mark exclamation point. Like, are we missing someone and I just don't see it? Like I don't know. I don't know. But I think this is everyone, to be honest. The Kunigakawa Junior High School Class 3E. And then we have like Koro Sensei at the top left. Why is he dressed like Kurobara from Yu Yu Hakusho? Like, what the heck? But anyways, this chapter is called Confusion Time. And without any further ado, let's begin. So page 2, of course, is always the manga stream page because manga stream did translate this for us. So shout out to manga stream. And here we are getting right into it. Page 3. If you're ready to start, then please hit that like button as it's greatly appreciated. And without any further ado, let's begin. Students detained, unable to resist. What will Karasuma do? So, you're Mr. Karasuma. This is the first time we meet in person, isn't it? Let me introduce myself once more. I am the one who was given a total autonomy over this operation by various influential countries, and my name is... Yo, Karasuma just cuts him off and he goes, "Who gives a shit? Why have you detained these students? I promise you this guy has not said his name once in this manga, and I don't think he ever will because he's so irrelevant and it's the funniest joke ever. Like, look, he freaking has a bloody nose because Terasaka kicked him in the freaking face, and now the freaking things that he has in his nose stopping the bleeding just shot out of his nose." Alright, but then this guy goes, "They will impede and hinder this operation. Do we need any other reason to act as such?" And just as Karasuma turns his head and like in the bottom left-hand panel, he's literally just like shocked to see this guy. Like, does Karasuma know who he is? Like, is this guy... Like, we know he's a threat. That's been decided. We know this. But does Karasuma know him? Shocked, aren't you? Knowing your position, I assume you have at least heard of the name Hojo. And my name is... Yo, this guy's tried saying his name again, and Karasuma just grabbed the bubble. Dude, I'm telling you, whenever knowing this guy's name, it's the funniest joke. His name is Hojo, first a legendary assassin, and now a legendary soldier. Yo, so apparently this guy's this shit. On top of allowing him... Oh, yo, so now this guy is getting questioned, like, for what's gone down in his school, and he's having, like, a press event. Nevertheless, he's pretty badass, so I don't think that this is going to faze him at all. On top of allowing a monster into your academy, you let it force the students into carrying firearms. Have you ever considered the emotional scars these experiences could leave in those children's heart? If you call yourself an educator, you should have fought that that damn monster. You should have protected those students with your life. My. Now then. Now they have done it. I understand the situation calls for drastic measures, but to think that they would stir up the bee's nest like this without consulting me first? Let's see. What are my options now? The easy solution would be to find a scapegoat and sweep this entire mess under the rug. But... what the heck? What does he have there in his tie? It's like a tie clip, but... it's weird. But... yo, so you can tell that he's already, like, changed his ways. Wait, I need to refresh my page because it didn't load the whole thing. I don't know why that happens sometimes. But here we have, like, a flashback from, like, one of his old students. Because you remember when we learned about that he was a teacher in Class 3 at one point? And this, like, student really influenced him. Keep striving for what you believe, Professor Asano. You better not turn tail in the face of adversity. I simply hired him because I believed he would be beneficial to the children's education. If I had deemed that monster to be unworthy instructor, he would have been fired a long time ago. That is all there is to it. Yo, he's fucking sticking up for this man. Koro-sensei, like, he actually has some morals. He actually has some balls, dude. He's not the same dickbag from the, like, first chapters of the anime. Like, he's actually, like, finally got out of this like shell that he put himself in thanks to Koro Sensei. And like he's actually sticking up for Koro Sensei here, and that's what's up, dude. Like that takes some balls. Alright, and all these people are still trying to talk to him. Hey, Principal Asano, you wouldn't be able to say the same thing in front of the children, would you? You thoughtless, filthy adult, sir? Please stop by the office later. The principal has stated that he would reveal some details to a select few organizations like yours. Oh, well, if that's the case, yo, reporters are such scumbags. Well, like, at least this guy here, he's totally just, like, talking shit to the principal, and then after, like, he gets his exclusive interview, he's just like, okay, never mind, let me just slow my roll, let me stay in my lane. But, of course, we all know Asano, and we know what he does. To students, to people, it does not matter. He brainwashes them, and clearly, as we can see, he's done that. And it's crazy, like, if you read the bubble, it's just like, this school is the best, this school is the best, the principal's the best, the principal's the best. That's hilarious, dude. But, yeah, I can't read the bottom panel because my freaking page hasn't... Okay. Brainwashing a few reporters into writing positive articles would only amount to nothing more than a drop in the bucket. Koro Sensei, it seems like the final assassin you are up against is all of humanity. Yo, that's pretty crazy. The final assassin Koro Sensei is up against is all of humanity. But we're finally back at the students. At least they're not tied up anymore, and they seem pretty, like, chill. Although they're wearing, like, prisoner outfits, they're all wearing, like, white clothes. They're, like, just chilling. They have the news open. They got some couches. They living, dude. They even took our clothes. They probably did that just in case we had weapons on us. Like, we're prisoners. Seriously. They treat us like they don't care about us at all. So, are we supposed to sit here with our thumbs up our ass? While we watch Koro Sensei get... Wow, dude, my panel didn't load all the way, so whatever that last word was, I couldn't read. Watch Koro Sensei get killed. But in the clip we just played, didn't it seem a bit like the children were actually trying to defend the monster? Oh, yo, wait. So some of the news outlets are actually, like, picking up on the fact that, like, the students actually care about Koro Sensei, but they don't because this guy just clearly pulled the Stockholm Syndrome card. This is known as Stockholm Syndrome. There are cases where when hostages spend too much time with their captors, they start to develop feelings of sympathy or even love for them. Since there are impressionable and naive junior high students we're talking about here, it's more likely this is the case from then. If we were to say that the chance is truly 1%, then the probability that the Earth will face eradication is far greater than the odds of winning the lottery. As such, there is not something we can dismiss easily. Why won't anybody actually listen to what we have to say? Above us, we have the worst case scenario staring us straight in the face. Middle schoolers versus the leaders of the world. It's obvious which side is easier to believe. This is a violation of basic human rights. Who the heck is saying that? There was a guy on the TV. The children will likely be traumatized for the remainder of their lives. The immediate commencement of their psychological care is advised. Oh no, that's awful, dude. They're gonna get, like, shrinks and shit. Although shrinks aren't bad, like, they're good for people that actually need them, but when you don't need a shrink, that's kind of no bueno. Yo, here we have, like, an old lady. Poor things. Those children know nothing. How dare that monster do such things to them? What the hell? As a mother, just thinking about the boy's pain. Why are we being pitied by complete strangers? Yo, straight up, dude. Like, why the fuck do these, like, people that know nothing and just stuff about, like, what they've heard are talking? Like, they don't need to talk about this shit. Like, you get, like, they literally know nothing. But, here we go. Page 11. Only 5 minutes. Strictly speaking, even you aren't allowed access in here. Karasuma-sensei, please get us out of here. Please let us go to school. Yeah, you should be able to do at least much, right? At least that much, right, sensei? I think that's what he was trying to say. Yo, look at Karasuma. He's like, yo, I can't do anything. You're dead. I can't read. Your detention is a direct result of your own impatience that caught the eyes of the wrong people. It's to the point now where even I can't do anything. If you really wanted to get there, you should have just waited. Once the guards had all been positioned, the perimeter would have become significantly less jittery, and the soldiers would have eventually let their guards down. More than likely after the 5th day, or thereabouts. Perhaps if you waited until then, you could have broken through with security, none the wiser. Even so, even if you had somehow been able to get past the perimeter at the base of the mountain, you would all likely have been caught on your way to the building. The ones responsible for guarding that area are compromised of an elite force, the very ones recently that abducted you all. Okay? Is Karasuma like giving them a pep talk, or is he kind of just like scolding them? Kind of lost right now, but we'll see. A group of soldiers known as the Wolf Pack. Yo, is this the Hangover? What the heck? They are experts of counterintelligence and guerrilla warfare. They're compromised of less than 30 individuals, but these men, renowned and infamous throughout the forests and jungles around the world, are the best candidates for defending an area that large with only a handful of members. The head of those elites is Craig Hojo, also known as the Divine Soldier. Alright? There's a translator, no? God Soldier, Soldier of God, Soldier under divine protection. Yo, so like, instead of like the God of Death, this guy's like the God of Soldiers, I guess? I don't know. But that's pretty scary. Like, they're really hyping him up. Like, we knew he was a threat. We've known this, and they just continue to force it on us that, like, yo, this guy is not to be messed with. So clearly, he is strong. Okay, wow. Well, page 14 just shows us how strong he is. His combat prowess is legendary. Tearing a lion apart with his bare hands is child's play for him. How the fuck do you tear a lion apart? Now, that's a little bit far-fetched. And to that, the experience of being on countless live battlefields across the world, he is undoubtedly the ultimate soldier. I saw him up close in person for the first time just now, and trust me when I say he lives up to his reputation. In fact, it's no exaggeration to say that he is at least 3 times stronger than myself. If he comes at us seriously during combat, we have no chance at winning at all. This is why you must give up. Yo, Karasuma said he's at least 3 times stronger than him. That's insane. Alright, so then Nagisa says, no way. There's still so much we want to tell Koro-sensei, so please let us... And then, oh my god, Karasuma just fucking picks up Nagisa and drops him on his ass, dude. Request denied. This is a national directive. Listen carefully, Nagisa. Yo, Karasuma just fucking spanked Nagisa like a freaking child. Do not cause further trouble for me. Do I make myself clear? It's no use, Nagisa. In the end, that guy is also a member of society. When he needs to, he'll always fall in line and abide by the rules of his higher-ups. Exactly. Without status and position, you cannot protect the people you want to when they need it most. Besides, even if we're able to base this solely on my own thoughts on the matter, I still personally believe that he must be killed. Ah, come on, Karasuma, don't say shit like that. I suggest that you all cool off and think the matter through for yourselves over the course of this next 3 days. Damn that bastard Karasuma. He has some nerve turning his back on us when we need him most. Terasaka, just now Professor Karasuma made it clear, crystal clear, that he wanted us to stir the pot. Say what? He also said this. Yeah, dude, I feel like that's not... Karasuma wasn't really trying to fuck with them, dude. I also think that when Karasuma threw Nagisa, he probably gave him something, but we're about to find out. After the 5th day, those soldiers will start to lower their guard. There is a small group of elites hidden in the mountain. The leader of those elites is 3 times stronger than Karasuma. I was talking to Professor Karasuma earlier. Yes, even if I'm ever in a bind, I would gladly put my faith in you all and let you take the initiative. So I can only conclude by him saying, do not cause trouble for me. What he's... Dude, I'm like mumbling. What he actually meant was, I trust you all to think and act for yourselves. Yo, this man Karasuma just gave him their final mission. I think he was implying that my position is different from yours, but I will provide you with as much intel as I can. After that, I will respect your decision. So, let's all think this through together, what we actually want to do, what we're able to do, and what Koro-sensei would want us to do. Yo, look at this man Nagisa stepping up to the plate, taking the leadership role. That's awesome. I'm at the end of my rope. That is likely what the rest of the world is thinking right now. Unfortunately, I hate to break it to them, but I'm a beast that can move at Mach 20. And thankfully for myself, I can accomplish about anything. Alright, so Koro-sensei has a plan for himself to get out of here? What the heck? That's surprising. I don't even know what he was doing with that paint, though. Wait, okay, so what? Is he just editing the photos? I don't really want to leave out any of these photos. I guess I'll just have to add even more pages to them. As the deadline draws near, their bonds grow tighter. Yo, so he's just working on this like yearbook or like class 3E photo album as he's just chilling here. But honestly, I do think Koro Sensei has a plan, dude. Like, he literally just said he's a beast that moves at Mach 20. And instead of, like, trying to escape, he's making a graduation album. Dude, that's awesome. But anyways, pretty great chapter. We found out that the students now have some, like, resolve to actually save Koro Sensei. I wonder how they're going to get out of this little confinement that they're in right now. Um, Maybe Karasuma, when he threw Nagisa, he like slipped him a key or something, because why would he just throw Nagisa for no reason? Like, I get that he was trying to play a role so that the guards would believe that he's actually not giving them intel, but secretly he was giving them intel. So I don't know, I just really feel like that's something that happened. Like, that's something I would do, you know? You feel me? But yeah, solid chapter. Hopefully the students come up with a plan to save Koro Sensei. On the 5th day, they're cutting it close if they do it how Karasuma implied to them. And I guess that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts about this chapter in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And let me know if I missed anything. Honestly, the funniest thing in this chapter was this guy that cannot get his name out. Like, we're never going to know his name. And that's just super funny to me. And as always, if you enjoyed watching or reading this chapter with me, make sure to click that like button, as it's greatly appreciated. And I guess I'll see you guys next week for some more Assassination Classroom, or in any of my other videos if that's your thing. And as always, thanks for watching this with me or reading this with me, and keep being you.